I just play my games, watch my anime,
Stay in the
spend
cloud.
time with my kids and my family, and then we drink some coke. Yeah, that's my life.
Speaking of, welcome to Dude Man Duos podcast.
Welcome back to Dude Man Duos.
That was interesting.
You're still
I've
a
been
little under
sick.
the weather.
I've been sick.
Yeah, it's okay.
Under the weather, as they say. What does
Yeah.
that even mean?
I mean,
Under the weather.
the weather is over you.
Does that mean I'm staying in?
Yeah, you're staying in under the
So
weather.
if I'm under the weather, I'm staying in out of the weather.
Yeah.
So
Because
could
you
you
can't
al-
deal with it.
Could you also say I'm out of the weather?
No, because the weather's still there. You're under it. You're getting under it. You're like, you can't get away from it. The weather's everywhere.
Truth.
You can't be out of the weather.
He's spitting facts, dude.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the
Spitting.
logic of that phrase.
Spitting
Breaking
facts.
it down.
Breaking it
Breaking
down. Breaking it down. Speaking of breaking it down, dude.
Dude, what are we talking about today?
Ah, man, today, dude, we're talking about two things. First of all, we're talking about the drama with the Burnt Peanut streamer and Sea
More
of
drama.
Thieves.
Dude, you love Sea of Thieves.
I'm a big Sea of Thieves guy, so I wanted to break that down, get into it, like what's going on. I can't believe that one of my favorite streamers was not able to play one of my favorite games.
I know. You're taking this a little personal.
As it's, dude, I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. It is suck. I mean, he has a big community, so a lot of people follow him, and he's going to get a lot of negative stuff. But.
Yep. So we're going to dig into that whole drama. We're also going to dig in a little bit into what I think Sea of Thieves should do for the future.
Yes. Go watch to find out.
You got to, yeah. We're going to dangle that little carrot.
Yeah. Dangle.
We found
Timestamps below, by the way.
Yeah, let's dig in.
Let's dig in. Talk to us about this peanut. I know a little bit about it because of what you told me, but you're the drama boy.
You know, I didn't realize that until just before we started recording. You called me the drama boy.
Yeah. You are the drama boy.
And I guess that's
You
kinda
keep
true.
bringing all this little spicy gossip drama from the gaming nerdy world.
See, I'm kind of a passionate individual.
He really is. He gets really
And
heated about certain topics.
Certain things I get heated about.
I'm more like, what's going on? What's with the flow? Let's do that.
I'm not hyper vigilant. It's not like I spend copious amounts of time on social media. But when I run into something and I'm passionate about it, I bring it to you and I'd be like, yo.
It's in your algorithm.
Yeah,
The drama's in there.
This particular one really, what word should I use?
Hits home.
Hits home. It peeves. It peeves me.
It PO'd.
That's it. That's the one I haven't used in a while.
PO'd.
Pissed
You ever heard
off?
of that? No,
PO'd?
like PO'd. Yeah.
Isn't that pissed off?
It is, but it's like, it's just saying,
PO'd.
I'm so
I'm PO'd. I'm peeved. I think
peeved.
peeved is a funny one though.
Yeah, peeved is
I
pretty
actually,
funny.
I don't
like,
use
I'm
that.
peeved.
I don't use the word peeved in my everyday
I'm
vernacular.
peeved as brew.
I'm peeved as brew.
Bring that back.
Yeah. So, in case you guys didn't know, the extremely popular, in fact, technically the top streamer of all time right
now.
currently.
Yeah.
The current top streamer is the Burnt Peanut, right? Funny guy. He got his fame with Arc Raiders. It was kind of the boom. It was simultaneously, it was this vortex of the popularity of Arc Raiders, and then also coinciding with the popularity of the Burnt Peanut.
Yep.
He'd been streaming for a while before that, but this is what really
got him on
kicked
the
him
map.
into gear.
It's got him on the map, man.
And, it's kind of like a coexisting. He probably made Arc Raiders more popular. Arc Raiders probably made him more popular as a
mutual
it was
relationship.
a both if and buts and all that jazz. So
It's a good introduction.
yeah,
What are we talking about?
yeah. So he's taking a break from Arc Raiders and he's been playing all these like goofy games. And then intermixed between that, he's been doing Counter Strike. Usually when he's playing Counter Strike, I don't usually watch. I don't know. Counter Strike is
I
kind
like
of
Counter-Strike, but it's like
kind of
Valorant.
boring to watch for me.
It can be.
Personally, it's kind of entertaining a little bit because you'll do some gambling, quite a bit of gambling with the Counter Strike loot crates. But anyways, he's been doing these party games and fun games, trying some new stuff, and it's been cool. He's been doing this dino game, and I never thought I'd actually be into a dino game until I started watching the Burnt Peanut playing as a dino.
Well, technically we're not into it yet, but it does.
Yeah,
it's
true.
on the radar. Like that might be something we're trying out
we
soon.
might try it out.
It looks kind of fun, but also
Yeah.
like a time sink.
But probably about a week ago now, he announces that he's going to be doing a Sea of Thieves session. And of course, your boy loves Sea of Thieves.
Kevin is obsessed with Sea of Thieves. It's the game that he's always trying to get us our friend group to play because we like it, but we have to be a little.
You got to be in the mood.
Tipsy. We need to be tipsy. You're in the mood a lot, but like,
dude, it's Sea of Thieves has entered into one of my top games of all time. It's
a party game.
It's a party game, but it's really fun to get good at, and it's really enjoyable, immersive. It's you meet a lot of interesting people out on the sea. It's just really fun pirate game.
The water is beautiful. That's the best part.
The water's beautiful.
The waves.
It's a well-designed game. It's been having some issues as of late. We'll get into that. But despite that, one of the biggest streamers of all time is about to play Sea of Thieves. Okay?
It's good for the game.
And it was almost prophetic the way that some of his some of his chat warned him as he was getting set up for Sea of Thieves. They were like, be careful. Make sure you set it up correctly because big streamers have been getting DDoSed.
Stupid DDoS.
And so, it was funny because Burnt Peanut read that out and he was aware of it. And then he went in and then guess what happened?
Got DDoSed.
He got all his buddies in there. I think he had Cloaksy and Hutch and I can't remember who else. Taxi or maybe. Anyways, they get in. They're getting set up. They're having a goofy time. They're talking like pirates. And then sure enough, the server gets DDoS and they get completely disconnected.
Fun.
And they move on to a different game.
That just happened instantly and they just left?
They just left like, we can't play this. Now, to his credit, a couple days later, he tried again. This time, more prepared.
This time, more prepared. This sounds so weird trying to play a video game. Now we're prepared.
This time, he had the help of a group of people that had private servers set up in order to counteract this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So they knew what they're doing and stuff. So they got the Burnt Peanut into this private server with his friends and everything. I assume it was a private server. I don't know much about it, to be honest. But regardless, guess what happened again?
DDoSed. You get DDoS in a private server too?
Apparently.
I don't know anything about it.
I didn't know this, but apparently with Microsoft, the way Microsoft works with, I don't know if it's with all of its games, but at least it works with Sea of Thieves. Mm-hmm. There's a website that you can go to that if you have the gamer tag of the person or their username or whatever, you can look up all their information, what server they're on, everything. And so these guys, I don't know how they got it, whatever. I don't know I'm not a hacker. Mm-hmm. In fact, I despise hackers. I think
we hate hackers. If you didn't know,
I think they're as far as in the gaming community, they're the roaches that feed off of the scum. They're just the scum. They're what the scum feed off of in the gaming community. Yeah, it's the
biggest problem with gaming has always been hacking. I feel like.
And it's the people, the hackers are the people that their mothers never loved them or whatever. Psychopathic individuals that probably don't have any friends. And, so this happened twice. Back to back, basically. And dude, my heart sank, man.
I know, because you love that game so much. I bet you were kind of excited. It's like, maybe there'll be a resurgence of Sea of Thieves.
Dude, think about it. If the Burnt Peanut started regularly playing Sea of Thieves, I'm not even saying all the time, but just regularly, couple times a month even, it would bring a lot more people back. Or it would bring more people that had never tried it to give it a try because it's a great game.
It is a good game.
It's an amazing looking game. It's fun. It's goofy. It's a fun time. There's problems with the game, but
every game has problems. It's fun.
It could have brought a resurgence to the community. Instead, these dum-dums
ruined it.
I don't even know why. Is it like,
no?
What is the reasoning? Like, if they're part of the Sea of Thieves community, you would think that they would want a huge streamer to come and bring more people into the community that they're part of, right?
Or they don't want that at all, and they want their little community to not be messed up with a big streamer. There's people that don't have it, and sometimes they just want to mess with things and just be annoying.
They just want to see the world burn.
Yeah, they just want to see the world burn.
I imagine that these DDoSers are like elementary school kids. They're like,
Unfortunately,
look what I did.
Unfortunately, they're probably neckbeards that live in their mom's basement.
Same though.
Yeah, you know what? They are the same. They just they skip puberty. So yeah, I don't get why people do that. I mean, people are just bored and have no life and no drive, and then they just want meaning and they want to be a little asshole just because they can. You know, they think it's funny to control things. People want control, so it gives like a little bit of control maybe to some people that have no control over their life, and they're pretty pathetic. So they just that's the only like one of the things they know that they can do. So they've done DDoSing on like World of Warcraft 2 on nuke stuff. Like a lot of games get DDoSed in the beginning. I've never understood why anyone would want to do that, but there's a lot of people out there, dude.
I think it's
You figured it out?
Okay. I think what these people have in their mind of themselves, they view themselves as this hoodie, like hacker, like, oh, I'm such a genius, like hacking, you know, just like I can do this, when they probably have that idea of themselves in their mind that there's this genius hacker that I'm so smart because I downloaded a piece of software.
Yeah, it's not that hard to do, apparently.
It's not, dude.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, which I don't, because I don't understand the desire, but if I wanted to, it'd be so easy. You just...
Conspiracy theory. Kevin was the one that DDoSed the burnt peanut. You
do a little bit of research, you download a piece of software, I'm sure it would be so freaking easy.
Oh, probably would be, yeah. Yeah, it does suck because, I mean, there's an opportunity lost for the game, especially as your favorite game and your favorite streamer. It would have been like... Oh, but then it's probably good for me because you want to play Sea of Thieves a little bit more, and then I would have to get more drunk. I'll have to play Sea of Thieves with you. No, Sea of Thieves is fun, but it's like a couple times a year, have a good party night for me. That's what my kind of game it is.
Yo, this has been getting me thinking about Sea of Thieves more though.
Okay.
Because to be honest, I haven't been wanting to play as much either.
Seasonal. You know? It's a seasonal game.
And I was thinking about it. Things that they could do potentially to get players like me back into it who have played 1,000+ hours of Sea of Thieves, right? First of all, they would obviously have to fix the DDoS thing.
Yeah.
It's primarily a Microsoft thing. Like they should not have that information available. That's
I don't even know.
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. I don't know why they have that. Cheaters.
I don't think it's a rare issue. Rare is the developer of Sea of Thieves. I don't think it's a rare issue. I think it's a Microsoft issue. Yeah. However, if I was Rare, I would be knocking on their door constantly, be like, fix this, fix this.
It's ruining the game.
It's ruining the game. It's costing them money. It's ridiculous. And obviously that's the number one. It's like dial it in, guys. Make sure that that's not a possibility so that streamers can come and play your game without, not being able to actually play the game.
That's the best advertisement there is right now is streaming.
Yeah.
So, and there's always been a lot of hackers on Sea of Thieves, so they probably should find a good operating system that catches that faster. Because I feel like there's a lot of hackers in Sea of Thieves.
It definitely, especially when you're doing Hourglass. Yeah.
So many.
And it's so frustrating, man. We've had plenty of gaming sessions, multi-hour long gaming sessions that just come to an end because of some stupid neckbeard in his basement that thinks he's a genius hacker when all he did really was spend $20 on some software and then pressed a button.
Probably been banned like 4 times, but he doesn't care. He spends all his money on rebuying video games he's been permabanned from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never got that. I guess, but if we're talking about what would bring people back to the game besides the whole hacking and operating system stuff.
Here's what would bring me back. This is at least coming from my perspective because that's all I know. Right? I mean, all right. Take away. They've been coming out with a lot of things that are time limited events, and whenever I hear time limited events, or I log on and I see an event or something that's time limited. Because I don't play Sea of Thieves as much as I used to, I just don't engage with it because I'm like, I'm not going to play enough to be able to get the rewards.
Loot it 100 times to unlock this cool skin. Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to grind it fast enough, quick enough to be able to get all the rewards. So what's the point of engaging with this?
Yeah.
So then I don't even try. So take away most time limited events. having things like the Golden Glory weekends occasionally are really cool.
I like
where
those.
You get double rep, double gold. Things like that are fine.
That's fine.
They should. Here's my thought. Sea of Thieves is an amazing game engine, and the world they've made is amazing. Imagine having, obviously the main gameplay would be focused on the normal Sea of Thieves, where you go out and you're risking it against other players, but you're getting gold, you're getting cosmetics and everything. Imagine if they had a bunch of these like mini games in Sea of Thieves that are just for a fun, goofy time. You don't get any cosmetics because the cosmetics that you get in the main game mode, right? But they're just fun, goofy times. Like you could log in for like team deathmatch. You could do like these hide and seek games. You know what I mean?
Kind of like almost RuneScape-y, where they have like, because RuneScape has like those go to the castle area to do the PvP.
Yeah.
And you go to these islands that have different events, but they're not timed. Yeah. You can just like, I'm going to this island because this is a PvP thing.
Do you think about it?
Hide and seek,
capture the flag, things like that.
That would be really sick, actually.
So here's the thing. So you have all these fun games. In those games, they're just a fun, goofy time. Maybe there's a rank system. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of reward if you win or whatever. But the majority of the cosmetics that you get are in the main Sea of Thieves game. So you come in with your buds and you bring your cool cosmetics in to play these little mini games. So then there's this psychological element, right? Of like, I'm going to go grind for some cool cosmetics.
So it can look cool.
So the next time we do hide and seek, I have this dope cosmetics to show my friend. So it creates this game loop, right? Because we're not always looking to log into Sea of Thieves for a multi-hour session.
And it takes multi-hours to get a good amount of gold.
Exactly.
So,
but we could log in and do a quick hide and seek sesh.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
That would be really cool to turn it into an actual party game, because it is because of the friends and working with the ship.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's do this event, kill those pirates. That's kind of it. And I feel like we've done it enough to where it's not as exciting for me. Like, it is fun with the boys to get on and laugh and have a good time, but that's the fun part for me, not necessarily the gameplay anymore. Right. So bringing in something a little bit more fresh, like a Mario Party-esque type thing where there's some fun goofiness. What I would like if they would do a lot more puzzle stuff. Because like my favorite part of the game was discovering like when you get that little plaque, like the little shark or whatever, and you put it into the mechanism and it would open the vault. You
find the vault.
Like that was peak for the game. I want more stuff like that. I want something to bring me into the game. I don't want to just rinse, repeat, kill skeletons, kill guys, steal their gold, turn in. I need a little bit more than that, at least at this point.
Things like that. You remember those sunken
ships?
The sunken dungeons.
Oh yeah, the reef stuff.
The coral reefs. Those, when we first started playing, those were so cool.
They were cool, and then now they're boring.
And we would always get whenever we'd get a message in the bottle.
We're like,
we even had a little ditty like message in the bottle. I don't remember what we said, but I remember Nate's message in the bottle. We get all stoked to go.
Message in the bottle.
Yeah. But nowadays, they're not rewarding enough.
No, you just get like maybe 150K, 200K in there. And then like the best way to do it is just spamming Fort of Fortunes or something like that. And
they're fairly risky too, because you're leaving your ship up, you're going down. But that is so cool. So going past add some cool minigame elements. In minigames, you don't get progression, which pushes people to do the actual Sea of Thieves to get the cosmetics to bring them into the minigames. So going beyond that, they should, instead of adding more and more and more and more stuff, they should go back to these fundamental things like you're talking about, those vaults. When you get the key, you're just so excited to go to this one island to open a vault. It's so cool. But nowadays, again, the vaults are not worth it anymore. Make those worth it again. Make those interesting. They are rewards. Interesting, but make them rewarding.
Make more rewards.
And the underwater coral reefs, make those rewarding. And I love swimming down and solving the puzzles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're fun to do. They're not as fun to redo. And I think that's probably the issue. And that could be tied to rewards probably the most. like, I think one of the things that Sea of Thieves could do to at least with the least amount of effort would be reduce the amount needed for the achievements, because you get some cool cosmetics with these achievements, but some of them are just so grindy. And I know they have hardcore players that keeps them playing, but like getting like 100 Fort Fortunes is like hundreds of hours to do that, like 200 hours at least if you were just spamming it.
Well,
So
and I remember I was trying to get a particular coat, and I had to kill an X amount of cursed skeleton captains to get the coat. And back then I was actually playing a lot, and I grinded quite a bit. I still never got there. I just gave up.
I will look at these cosmetics. I'll be like, oh, I have to do an achievement. I don't want to do that. Because it just takes so long. Like, it's like, why would I spend? I mean, like I said, you have the argument of the people that play the game and they're hardcore players and they're going to get it. Yeah. But you're losing so many players if there's no motivation.
Well, in my opinion, there should be some items that are like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
There should be some god items
that take forever.
So that you can flaunt it. But not all of the items in the achievements should be like that.
So long.
There are some achievements that are better. Like you can get like the tuck, like the thief cosmetics fairly easily, and they're kind of fun. Like there are some of those. But here's another issue with the whole achievement system. You see a piece you like. It says you need this achievement. Good luck finding that achievement.
No, I know.
Dude, the achievement like menu system is so bad.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
They should have a little link. If you're looking in the store and you're like, ooh, that's a cool item. And then you can click on the accommodation and it brings you to that, or just mouse over and it shows you what you need. Or you can favorite it so you can track it. Just little things like that would go miles.
The system is pretty bad.
Because I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting there in the accommodation section trying to find where this one accommodation is that I need to unlock, and I can't find it because it's not in the bilge rats one, it's in this other one, and they have to go into the menu and then it's like, what?
It's very complex.
Dude.
Even trying to invite people into like your guild or like ship, if you don't know how to, it's like 3 or 4 steps to figure out. It's not very intuitive. The game's not intuitive a lot, or at least with the operating system or the UI or whatever.
The UI, the menus.
Yeah, the menus are awkward.
The accommodations.
The gameplay's simple, but that's really good. But yeah, I mean, I want more accessible content. I don't feel like I can get anything on Sea of Thieves because it's going to take too long and I don't want to play that long. Like, it's just, that's one of the turnoffs for me, is the lack of like progression, the lack of like motivation for a reward. I just don't have any of that. And I did in the beginning a little bit, and then I realized how long it took.
Well, but still, if the reward was good enough and it was clear enough how to get those rewards, we did it. Remember how long we grinded for the Dark Adventurers set?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Because
we would get on with you, me, and Nate, and we would go and pillage and plunder, and we'd try to get his stacked gold so high, and then we turn it all in, and we go and try to get that next piece.
That was but that was a good one because you could do a lot of content that you want to get that one, versus other ones you need to spam one thing specifically for hundreds of hours to get. Now I hate that part of the game. So it's like, I don't know.
There needs to be certain tiers of again, there should be some god items that take hours and hours for the grind. If people that really into the game and want to put that grind in, that is good for them. But there should be some more accessible, I agree, some less grindy. Some grind is fine, but not quite so hardcore of a grind, so that people like that you are not like put off by how much crazy amounts of grinds that you have to do.
Yeah, it'd be hard to find a good balance for it because it is a really good game, and I've put hundreds of hours into it. It's just, I just don't see any hours past 300 in the game, which is unfortunate because there's so much more the game could offer. But past that, I just got burnt out, and it just feels like it's an uphill battle whenever you're playing it, or at least progression wise. The gameplay's still fun to play with the friends. You know, you're on a ship drinking, whatever, you know, shooting people cannonballs feels good. The combat feels good. It's just, but if you're not in the mood to necessarily do that, I feel like there's nothing else that's rewarding enough to do. You know, it's just collect gold. And the best way to do that is usually killing people or spamming at a certain event.
They also need a mixture of good cosmetics not just being in the Emporium.
Yeah.
Not just being in the cash shop. I understand why Rare needs to have the Emporium to continue to fund development. I understand that.
Yeah, most of the good ones are there.
And most of the good ones are there. If not, arguably, almost all of them.
Yeah, give or take a couple.
The problem is they need to... If you just have all the good cosmetics in the cash shop, people buy it and they got it and then cool. Where's the motivation to play?
Yeah.
They have to have some of those really amazing, cool cosmetics in the game that you get through accomplishing stuff.
Especially in a game where cosmetics are the only progression. Besides like ranking up for like, I mean, getting level 100 on everything for the small wards you get, right? For like the bilge rats or the reapers or whatever, you have to get to 100. But most of the rewards from there are cosmetic anyway, you know? So if a game is fully cosmetic driven and gameplay, obviously, then why is the shop got all the good cosmetics? And you're just essentially saying we don't care about our community to play the game. We're not giving them a good enough reason to continue to play. That or it just wasn't meant to be this long lasting. The game is so good that people are playing it. So now we are kind of running into a drought because we kind of did everything. Not everything, but, you know, played pretty much everything that the game had to offer. And it wasn't formatted to play that long. That's the only thing I can really think of.
Yeah.
Because like the reward system is not there for continual play. There's not enough change in the game. It's pretty much the same with a couple new events.
Yeah. And a lot of the long-term progressions are locked behind the PvP queue system, you know, in order to get the curses and to unlock the additional areas in the hideouts of the Reapers and then the hideouts of the Athena's Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
There, it's locked behind that PvP grind, and that's, you know, that's hard to grind nowadays. I mean, I got close to 100 on the Reaper's Fortune or whatever. It's just hard to grind because it's, especially when there's cheaters and stuff involved, and it's kind of stressful. And because I did a lot of it solo.
Oh yeah, that would be hard.
And so it was fun, but it was stressful because you're managing your ship, you're shooting, you're having to deal with the guy when he boards, and it's really fun. But I can only maintain that for so long.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. Yeah, I mean, they would just have to. I think the best option, honestly, would be maybe like a Sea of Thieves 2.0 or like 2 or something where they have a lot of the elements but new content, and then they can change some stuff. I feel like it'd be really hard to restructure what they have. The game's been over 10 years and it's been really good. But sometimes in order to have a game change as much as it needs to, because it needs to change a lot in order to get new players back. Not that it's not fun. It just doesn't have enough draw. Yeah. I feel like it should work on a new one.
I disagree. I don't think a 2.0 is the right way to go.
Really?
Just because there's all these, it'd be like saying that with World of Warcraft in the sense, but magnified. Well, let me explain though. How many countless hours of people on World of Warcraft have they invested in to get this one mount or to get these certain cosmetics or these achievements, and then in order to go over to a WoW 2.0, they have to give all that up and start fresh. You
can transfer. All your cosmetics can be in the new game. They can make a new WoW.
Good
where
luck
all the
setting that up. That'd be really hard.
It won't be that hard. They talked about it on World of Warcraft. Guys have talked about it before.
I just don't think Sea of Thieves 2.0 is a thing, in my opinion, because the game's good enough. The core gameplay, the combat, the graphics, everything's amazing. I think that if they did a rehaul of the UI, you made the UI achievements easier to access, understand, and if they changed their trajectory from these time limited events and instead introduced more things like the party system stuff we were talking about, like with the mini games. Yeah. I don't think they need a 2.0 because they could revamp certain things. They could revitalize it. The guild system could have been so cool. Yeah. Imagine your guild, you have your own, like a guild hall, but like a guild island. Yeah, we talked about this before. Right? Yeah, that's a great idea. When you log on as a guild, you log on onto your own personal guild island. That you can change and make it look the way you want. You can change, you can you can drip it out based on your conquests in game and the achievements that you've gotten in game. And you can add little fun things in there, maybe even some quality of life things like transmog sets, so that you can have, that's another thing they need to add, is so that you can save different pirate like outfits, cosmetic sets and outfits.
Yeah.
And what if that's something that you can unlock through your guild hall progression?
Yeah, just something to make you want to play the game.
Right.
Because I just don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Like I said, unless just for the killing stuff every once in a while, killing players with PvP is fun every once in a while.
Yeah. The thing is, the reason I don't think a 2.0 is needed is because there's so much already in Sea of Thieves that's so good. It's just that I feel like the developers have kind of lost their focus on what really the core fun of Sea of Thieves is. Imagine if they got rid of some of the fluff. They put even an like a tavern, like a bilge wall, like some kind of a Sea Dogs tavern where you could go and you could gamble your gamble your in currency, your gold,
some blackjack tables.
You could do it's like a
casino.
let's just say it's a neutral zone kind of casino. That's so piratey, and you can gamble away your pirate's fortune if you wanted, and it's a neutral. But let's say if you could, there was a dueling system where if you got pissed at a guy, kind of a pirate system, you could duel him and then fight each other to the death there.
They can have like an arena where like a fighting pit where you can go in the fighting pit and then you can rank up and get more gold if you win. So if you're like on a winning streak, you can stack up gold. If you, and it's PvP, so some like a skill thing. So that'd be kind of a cool, like you can have like a ranking for like a brawler system where you can be like level 100 brawler, which means you've done a lot of PvP and you make a lot of gold. You're like a champion or something, like a champion belt. They could add like cool stuff like that on this island where it's just Vegas. It's just Sea of Thieves Vegas. That's definitely what it'd be. It'd be sick. Yeah,
and that is totally, that's a pirate thing.
Yeah. Everyone would just stay on that island and not even play the game. There's something with the game.
So here's the thing though. It's like, let's say you stay on that island and you gamble away all your gold. Well, now you got to go get gold. So you go, you're that motivated. Again, bringing in motivation to play the core game loop.
Yeah.
I want to get a bunch of gold so I can go to the Sea Dog Tavern and gamble it away.
Gamble it away and get millions or be poor. That's a good idea. I like that.
Additional motivations to play the core gameplay loop.
Yeah.
And make some aspects of the core gameplay loop more engaging.
And more accessible too.
Yep. So I think they should make so the individual factions, they should get rid of the really boring, repetitive quests and bring in some really interesting ones. Like a really good one was the Athena's fortune, or the I'm spacing.
Fort Fortune?
No. So the Athena's, remember you go on that quest and it would end up creating your own little mini world event with the twirling and you had to kill the fortress. What is that one called? I'm
you're talking about the ship one? The ghost event?
No.
Ritual? Those are the only ones I'm thinking of.
So it's not a world event. But you would take an Athena's quest line.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's the
Why
Athena's.
am I spacing?
I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You got to grab all the gems. You got to drum all the gems.
You got to go to the gems.
Yeah.
And then it ends up creating your own little mini world event that everybody can go see. They need to have at least one of that type for every one of the factions because it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Such a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
It's more of an interesting, instead of just go here, kill X amount of skeletons and turn in, right?
Yeah.
And they should have some of those, I guess, because you're not always wanting to do a longer voyage. Shorter voyages are fine. But see, that's why I think they don't need to actually add much extra.
That's true.
It's just that they need to hone in on what is fun, right?
I feel like they've dropped the ball on innovation on that game. They got comfortable because of the success and how fun the game was, and then they haven't been pushing the boundaries of what the game could be. It's just the same.
Right.
One thing I would like them to add, we can close out soon, talk about it for a bit, but you know how like when you grab the skulls of the Ashen Lord and you'd get those books that give you the cosmetics?
Yeah.
I want more looting cosmetics in the game. I just want to be able to like, oh, we should do this. Oh, I still need a couple pieces, so let's go over here. Like looting and getting rewards that way is one of the best game loops that there is.
I agree. The Ashen, when we were grinding out the Ashen set, it was fun.
You get rewards too. You get gold, and if you get your cosmetic, I didn't get the one I needed. I'm still missing this one. So now you have a little draw to keep doing the Ashen Lord.
Yeah.
Once you complete it, it's done. Cool. But if they had that for Athenas, for gold hoarders, like maybe gold hoarders, there's like a small chance when you're digging up chests to find your cosmetic chest or something like that. They could add make it unique to each one, to where there's a whole like set for each of them that you have to find. You can't purchase it. That makes you go out in the game and you level up for all from the different areas as well.
They kind of have some of that, but it's not as cool as the way they did it with the Ashen.
The Ashen Lord,
because you'd get that Ashen chest, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd get a key and you'd unlock it, and you could get the tome that you needed,
and you could steal it.
You could not
could take it.
Exactly.
And like with the other ones, it's like, oh, you need to get 5 of these Athena chests or of these idols or something like that.
It's
That's
not
boring.
as exciting.
I don't even notice half the time when I unlock them. I want to loot something. I need it to be a random drop. I need it to be exciting. I need it to be something that I can aim for.
And maybe these certain cosmetics that you really like are locked behind this epic vault that you can only rarely get the key for, you know? But when you get the key, you're like, oh, I'm going to drop everything.
And do this key.
And we're going to go to the vault.
Yeah.
And we're going to open the vault. And we're going to see if we get the cosmetics.
Yeah.
But then other people seeing you over there at the vault, they know.
They know, and they all coming.
And they all coming,
Yeah, dude. Sea of Thieves, Rare, hire somebody like us. Dude, we need more innovation. We don't know how to animate or anything. Just like more ideas for these games. The game is such a good core. It's fun to play.
Yeah.
And it's built for party game, like for like mini games to be in it. It's built, the simplicity of the combat and the movement.
Dude,
built for it.
The mini games could be on that
island
with the casino, with the pirate casino.
Yeah, you could also have like specific ones, like different ones.
True.
Like you can have like
Yeah.
But I mean, like that would go to good. That would be like a good way to like up, like this new patch is coming out and it's introducing this island with this thing. Now that's a cool brand new thing, and then everyone plays it. And then the next one comes out. You can do it quarterly. You can do it twice a year. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
You can add new islands.
Yep.
Change some old ones. I don't know.
You could even lock the casino behind some kind of a rep grind that's not too crazy.
Well, if you want to increase your bet sizes, maybe you need to do it. Or something like
right.
That.
Like, you know, the whole pirate legend thing. I loved the pirate legend. You know, you'd grind. That was my funnest times when I finally got the pirate legend. That was cool. That could be a similar type of a grind to unlock the casino, and you know what I mean? I don't know. Or they could just have it accessible to everybody, but just an idea.
I think it should be accessible to everybody, but like, you know, you could have like a cool, if you rank up enough, you can have like the high rollers room or something like that. You know, you can go into the big stakes and you can bet millions a hand. Cause I mean, I have like 100 mil or something on my guy, and other people that spend all their money like you have less. So it's like, I can bet more and I can win more.
You need to give players more motivation to engage with the gameplay loop that's outside just the gameplay loop itself, right?
Yeah, and then it has the rep grind has to be fun enough to continue, right? So like you need the rewards while doing it. While getting rep, you need to also have good rewards attached to it. Right now it's just rep, and you get rewards after you get your rep. And it's like, okay, that's it. There's no like little dopamine hits. So like you need more of those. You know, there's a lot, and it wouldn't be that hard to add those. It really wouldn't. And that would change the game.
Yeah, imagine having some kind of a gambler's faction, and some of the cosmetics that you get could be sick, and based on
baller looking stuff too,
right?
Like pimpy outfits and like that kind of stuff.
Like beyond, like not like the gold hoarders where the gold is just like kind of gaudy if it's gold. No, this would be like dripped out pirate, like
suit and tie, and like freaking brass knuckles. You can go down tons of avenues with it.
Some of the achievements could only be unlocked by earning X amount in a bet or something like that. So in order to get the achievement, you have to risk a lot of gold. You know what I mean?
Sick. You need a lot of gold to do it. So now you got to play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So that would add a lot of diversity to the game. So,
but let's finish this up here. What do you guys think? You know, the whole burnt peanut thing situation got my mind on Sea of Thieves again. I still think Sea of Thieves is an amazing game, and it could it could. It could.
Well, it has so much potential.
It has a lot of potential.
The thing about the game is this is the way I see it. It is a good game if you haven't played it. It's not a good game as good as a game anymore if you played it enough, because now the content's not there. You beat it, but it has such much high potential for more gameplay that they're just like I said, they're not innovating it. They just need to innovate it a little bit more. They need to get some more fresh minds, maybe in the studio or something. I don't know what their budget is anymore, but just some spice. Get some new fresh blood in there.
No more.
Take some ideas.
Yeah, no more limited time content, dude. Just
good fun.
Even have less frequent updates. Just make sure whenever you do update that it's really good.
More content.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think about the state of Sea of Thieves. Yeah. If you haven't played it, it's fun to get into. It is a good time, but they need to work on like longevity for the content. So
yeah, let us know what you guys think. Sea of Thieves. Peace.
Sea of Thieves, peace.
Skibbity.
Skibbity?
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet. Okay.
Do you know much about Skibbity toilet?
I don't know anything about.
Good.
Never heard about it. Sounds like something you just made up.
You would think.
I would assume.
You haven't seen those TikTok shorts of the Skibbity toilet?
I don't watch TikTok.
It's a brain rot. It's a brain rot generation thing.
So it's new.
Ish.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's been around for, I think, probably a couple years now. But
that's pretty new. Yeah,
it's a good thing. I would stay away from that.
I don't have TikTok.
You will keep more of your brain cells
that's
intact if you just never know what Skibbity toilet is.
There's a lot of things that I'm happy I don't know about.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay off that.
Stay there.
Yeah.
My friend.